Build your dreams, live rich, and leave
You've
rich.
heard that old saying, right? Happy wife, happy life? We usually say it with a bit of a laugh, but what if I told you it's actually one of the most powerful financial secrets out there? Seriously, because the way you manage your relationship is deeply, and I mean deeply, connected to how you build wealth. Let's get into that. It really all boils down to this one simple, powerful idea. Look, we all know financial stress can tear a relationship apart, but the flip side is also true. A strong, thriving relationship can build a financial foundation that is absolutely unbreakable. One feeds the other. It's this incredible, beautiful loop. This isn't just about avoiding fights over the credit card bill. It's about building a partnership that makes both of you richer in every single sense of the word. And I want to be super clear about something. I am not a relationship guru. I'm not a therapist or a marriage counselor. What I'm about to share with you doesn't come from some textbook. It comes from the real world, from the front lines. I'm just someone who, probably a lot like you, has had to figure out this messy, wonderful thing called life, money, and love. So no, this isn't theory. This is about what actually works when the rubber meets the road. It's about taking a plan off a piece of paper and turning it into a real, living, breathing partnership. These are simple, practical things you can start doing today. But trust me, their impact on your life and on your bottom line can be absolutely massive. Okay, so let's dive into our first section. I call this investing in emotional currency. Now, this is the kind of wealth you can't track in a banking app, but I promise you, it pays the highest dividends you will ever see. So our first tip is this. You've got to fund her dreams, not just her needs. And there is a world of difference between the two. You know, needs are the practical things, the groceries, the bills, getting a new tire for the car. But dreams? Dreams are where her heart is. It's that painting class she mentioned offhand 6 months ago, or the little herb garden she's always wanted to start. That's the stuff that matters. And how you do this is, well, it's beautifully simple. You just have to ask. Ask her, what's one thing you've always dreamed of? And then you listen. Let's say it's a piece of gold jewelry she saw once. Don't just buy it. Start a small, secret savings plan for it that's timed to finish right around her birthday. Because when you give it to her, you're not just giving a gift. You're sending a powerful message that says, I hear you, I see you, and your dreams are a long-term investment for me. And that whole idea of listening and acting brings us to one of the most powerful questions you can ever ask your partner. It's simple, it's direct, and it can change everything. Tell me one thing I can fix for you. I want to make it better. Because showing you care isn't just about actions, it's also about your words. Now here's the key part. What if you ask that question and you find out you can't fix the problem? Whatever you do, don't just go silent. Explain why. Even better, tell her how it makes you feel that you can't fix it for her. That little bit of honesty, that vulnerability, it's one of the most profound ways to show you care. It says, I'm on your team even when I don't have the answer. And this leads to such a crucial point. Not every problem needs a logical solution. Sometimes your partner doesn't need a 5-point action plan or a spreadsheet. They just need you. They need you to sit with them in the silence, to hold their hand, to just be there. Your quiet presence can be way more powerful than 100 half-baked solutions. All right, let's keep it rolling into our second section. We're going to talk about the compound interest of relationships here. This is all about the incredible power of small, consistent gestures. I'm going to say something that might be controversial. The most valuable currency you can ever give your partner isn't money. It's your time. Your undivided, focused, I'm right here with you time. It's the one thing we can never make more of, right? And when you give it freely, it speaks volumes. Honestly, this one investment can make up for so many other little mistakes. So how do you actually do this? You create a daily ritual. It could be anything, a walk after dinner, coffee together at 5 o'clock. But there are 2 rules that are absolutely non-negotiable. Number 1, no phones. Number 2, no distractions. Just the 2 of you. I'll tell you, my wife and I went through a super stressful time a while back, and we started this simple 20-minute walk every night. It became our sanctuary. It was our time. And you know what? That one little habit probably eliminated 90% of the stupid little arguments that came from just feeling disconnected. Building on that idea, here are 3 super easy ways to show she's a priority. First, make decisions fun. Tell her you're taking her out to dinner and ask her to guess where. Then, take her to the first place she guesses. Second, on payday, bring home something small, her favorite chocolate, a magazine she likes. It's not about the money, it's the ritual. And third, and this is the most powerful, give her a small gift for absolutely no reason at all. Those random acts of thoughtfulness, they shout louder than any grand gesture ever could. Okay, for our final section, we're putting it all together. This is about building the bedrock, the foundation of a truly unbreakable partnership. And that bedrock is built on one single, non-negotiable pillar: respect. It has to be in your tone. It has to be in your words. And this is critical. It has to be there, especially when you're in front of other people, and most importantly, in front of your children. Your home has to be a place where respect is the very air you both breathe. Now let's talk about a tiny number that represents a massive idea when it comes to financial trust. That number is 1%. Let me explain. This is what I call freedom money. The idea is you give your partner a small piece of your income, let's just say 1%, with absolutely positively no questions asked. And let's be clear, this is not an allowance. An allowance is for a child. This is a tangible symbol of trust. It gives her the psychological freedom to buy a coffee for a friend or a book for herself without ever having to feel like she needs to justify a tiny expense. This one small thing can eliminate a huge source of silent tension in a relationship. You know, we hear all the time that a partnership is 50-50. I think that's wrong. A great partnership is 100-100. It means you are both all in, all the time. It means you genuinely share the load. You do the dishes, you help get the kids ready, you go grocery shopping. And here's the crucial mindset shift. You are not helping out. You are participating. You are an equal partner in running your shared life. These aren't chores. They are acts of love. And finally, you have to make decisions together. Your lives are woven together. Your big financial plans need to be in sync with her plans for the household. Your career goals have to support the family's goals. You're not walking on two separate paths. You are on a shared journey. So you talk about everything. You celebrate every little win together, and you face every challenge as a team. So when you start putting all these pieces into place, the emotional currency, the small gestures, that deep partnership, you start to realize something. You arrive at a completely different and way more meaningful definition of what true wealth really is. See, true wealth isn't the number in your investment account. It's the feeling you have when you walk through your front door. It's creating a home where both of you feel loved, trusted, and deeply respected. That is the ultimate asset. Because when your home is your sanctuary, it gives you the strength to go out and conquer the world. And at the end of the day, isn't that what this is all about? Building something that actually lasts. The love, the memories, the values you build together, that is the real legacy. That's the kind of wealth that gets passed down for generations. And it's something that no amount of money on earth can ever buy. Because that, my friends, is what it truly means to live rich and leave rich.